Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Monday Show. It's your girl, Gina Views.
What's happening? What's going on? And
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Lush. Almighty Suspect shall be joining us shortly. He is traversing the treacherous rain of the 405 freeway, but he'll be here in a jiff. And of course, joining us for the first time, my dog L.
It's your boy L Boogz, man. Good to see y'all get viral on a Monday, man. It's just that simple.
These people might not know about you, so I know you were a host on Slam magazine.
Yep.
College athlete.
USC football, you know what I'm saying? Fight on, force down.
And that's not even your real sport. You're a hooper, but
Hooper at heart for sure. Sierra King for life.
But he wound up walking on to the USC.
Is Sierra Canyon the school that they did the IMBD documentary on?
Yeah.
Are you in it?
No, so that happened the year after I left.
Oh, okay.
So that's Bronny, BJ Boston, Zaire Wade, that whole family right there.
Okay.
A squad.
Whole squad.
Whole squad. We're gonna be talking about some things that a lot of y'all been asking about, but I'm gonna wait till Suspect gets here.
Tell them what it is exactly, because we got to get more people in the chat. We need people sharing the link. Bring more people in. So what exactly are we gonna cover?
I'm gonna say it like this: Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
What does that mean?
We're talking about dog collars. We're talking about bathroom stalls. We're talking about y'all know what's up. Y'all know Gina's lost, but
Is this Reddit shit?
Me included.
Yeah, I know L Boogz don't know what's
The
up.
Leos are very confused.
The Leos are confused. The Leos are lost.
The Leos are lost. Leos are
me.
lost, twin.
They have a birthday one day apart.
Yes.
So
August 5th, August 4th, Leos versus the world. I ain't gonna lie.
if Gina's any indication of what we can expect from this guy, we're in for a treat.
Well, he might be like 10 times me. Because he's a male Leo.
Yeah, she claims that all male Leos are toxic. I mean, I'm a green flag, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a green flag. When I choose to be.
Calling yourself a green flag is a red flag.
See, me personally, I just can't do Libras. If she's a Libra, then leave, bruh. That's how I see it.
My ex,
leave, bruh.
My most recent ex was a Libra.
See? So was mine.
She was chill, though. She was real chill, but...
Pete, mine was chill, too, but then she said, hey, it's time for me to get a boyfriend. I was like, yo, I thought we were, and she popped out with someone else, so.
Ooh.
So you wasn't trying to wife her?
I mean, I was getting there, she
Eventually.
just, broke up with somebody, so I was taking things slow with her. And then she
So you
wanted to just
didn't
pop out.
take that
Was you
green
fucking
flag?
raw?
You
Said
didn't...
what?
Huh?
What?
What'd
No.
you say?
You said something way more dynamic than I did.
yo.
I was just going to say you didn't take that green flag and plant it on the soil.
No, I did not.
Okay.
So that's on me.
Did you like her, or you must have didn't like her like that?
I mean, she was cool. I took her to Cane's. That's what I do. If I like her, all right, Cane's, Insomnia, BJ Bazooki's, hey, Subway.
Yup, Weezus.
Hey, you got to talk about Subway. You got to talk about Subway.
Basically...
No, I've never been.
We got to go.
No, break it down.
How's the Subway?
Hey, so basically, I was on a show called Slam, like you were saying earlier, and I was with Kyle Kuzma in an interview, and basically, I'm on the phone with a girl, and she's like, hey, L, I like where they make the food right in front of you. And I'm like, let's just hit Subway.
She was talking about you.
She's talking about Benihana.
Yeah, but she wasn't there yet. She's a Pisces. I can't do that either.
She's Subway pussy. It's crazy. Not even Jersey Mike's. Like,
So you're
Subway?
saying that-
Mike's is crazy.
So you're saying that her flaps look like roast beef?
You said that.
You're putting words in her mouth now, big dog.
That sounds like Subway pussy. to me.
Then she said
my
pastrami around a
gosh.
pee hole.
And it's
Oh
got
my gosh.
mayonnaise on it. It's all bad.
What?
Or tuna fish. Yeah, I don't like Subway pussy. I'm cool off that.
So you took her to Subway.
Well, honestly, we didn't even make it that far. I mean, I made the announcement, and she kind of wasn't feeling it. Kuzma was like, L, take her to Benihana's. He brought up APU. I'm like, what's APU? He's like, Applied Pressure University, because I didn't have Riz back then. I had no beard either. I was a little young dude, you know, but now a little more Riz, So now it's Benny Hibachi Poppy in Westwood.
Come on, they don't know about
it. They don't know about the
They don't know
Westwood.
about it.
They don't know about the Westwood. So new go-to spot, Hibachi Poppy in Westwood.
But off rip, you gonna take them there? Like they don't have to kind of like earn their way into a hibachi.
They have to. No, they have to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, like gotta. You know.
So what's first date?
First date, I'll probably say Pizookies at beaches. Yeah, on a Tuesday.
Is that a discounted day?
It is.
Wow.
See,
DJs, Pizookies on a Tuesday.
it sucks getting
can't beat
older
it.
because the older you get, the more expectations a woman has
Yes.
about what you have to do on a date. Like,
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I've recently had requests for like steakhouses on the first date. I was
See,
like,
it's
I was like,
pushing it.
can we just like converse over a nice cup of coffee with a breeze?
A
and-
view, a car ride somewhere,
Yeah.
maybe along the
Like-
coast, a beach. Oh, hold on, Leo, talk to me. I'm sensing something. I'm sensing something. Leo, twin, I'm sensing something. Talk to me. Hear me out. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I mean, I don't even go on dates, so who am I to
Whoa.
to judge how you guys like to handle your first dates? I don't go on dates, so
Would you
Basically-
cover the first date though?
would I?
Yeah, would you? If you asked a guy out, would you cover it?
Would I cover the first date? Honestly, so I don't believe in the whole girl guy, this whole dynamic that everybody been arguing that guys are supposed to just be paying for everything. I don't believe in that.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I think that if
She's progressive.
I think that if I ask somebody to go out, then I should definitely pay for it.
Okay.
Because I'm inviting you somewhere. That's
Yeah.
almost like asking, that's like a bitch without a car asking you to ride with her somewhere. You don't have a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
though.
no, I
Yeah,
definitely
though.
think if I make the invite, then I should pay for it. However, it is a test. Because if we get to the counter and you really let me pay,
That's the thing. So a girl goes, don't worry about it. I got it. If he goes, okay, and sits back, then it's
No,
a red flag.
that's a red flag.
See, okay, I got her.
Have you seen the meme where it's like the dude that has his hands, like he's like right up on the chick. She's at the counter.
Oh, yeah.
And
was
he's
that
got,
like a shoe store or something?
Yeah, something like that. And he's got like her hands like around her hips. And it's
Yeah.
like, this is every dude that lets their bitch pay for
Yeah,
them.
pay
like,
for a
yeah.
meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I for sure
nah.
have been in that exact position.
Nah,
like,
for sure.
done that. like, I've been that meme.
Me at Mash Rose.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen in
Just
Masters.
playing. I wouldn't do that.
See,
I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I'm better
The
than
thing
that.
is, with those if the server is right there while the girl pays, they'll make you feel away.
Oh, no, for sure.
Like the server would be looking like,
Speaking of that, I saw a club sign at Scoreboard, and it said, your car declined on the sign.
in the club.
Yeah,
I
in the
just
club, you saw that.
That is amazing.
I was like,
Okay, see, I thought that
gold.
was Photoshop.
nah, I think it joint really came out. I ain't gonna. I think it really came
You know how much you have to because the bottle girls are doing that.
Yeah.
So you must be some sort of like shitty person that them
Bad.
girls said, we're gonna write on here his car decline.
Did y'all see at Art Basel that one of their exhibits was an ATM machine that had a scoreboard attached to it?
No.
And like, if you use the ATM,
It displayed your balance.
it displays your I
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Almighty sus
Look
girl.
here.
Look at him.
The boy.
The
Look at him.
deal.
We on, what we on?
You and these damn sweatsuits.
My dog. A lot of good
Hey,
going on.
how are you? I mean, I see why you was late.
Yeah, you know.
I'll be late too. Okay.
I'm just glad you made.
Gina with her boots and shit.
Yo.
Did y'all already talk about Gina and her boots?
No,
We did it.
Gina's
My
literally.
BET boots.
She pulled up looking crazy. Look at her. She look like she finna go on a red carpet.
No, this is literally the Swagpire Strikes Back. You feel like
Crazy.
she's in the future.
I
miss
decided that I'm gonna stop coming in here with my hat and glasses, hoodie.
Oh, you finna
Gina.
start doing it up.
I gotta stop being hoodie Gina.
All right, she said she finna start
It look
doing that.
evil.
You got a lighter, Lush?
You could
What I
like
miss? Put me
you
on.
could easily
Nothing.
Nothing?
We haven't
Not a
gotten into
damn
no
thing.
bullshit.
All right.
you could
kinda
easily
did low-key.
sneak a strap in those, and it could be a space like
What, like a little 32?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can fit.
That was crazy.
Let me see
No
it.
He threw it
jumper.
right at the mic. That was crazy.
Let me see if it can fit.
What?
Yo,
She's doing too much, y'all.
Do you need an ashtray?
All right, let's get into the bullshit because Les said that we about to talk about dogs and shit. So
And
I'm
Snoop
lost.
Dogg, I'm lost.
Yeah, he's let's
me
wait.
on.
Can we get some more people in the chat? Where we
going
at,
on?
Riley? Okay, let's wait. We got to get
All right.
some more people in the chat.
We just went live?
Like 10 minutes ago, maybe.
Okay. All right.
We talked about
Damn.
signs, first dates and shit. He took a shorty to Subway. Well, they didn't make it to Subway.
I know how he get. This said she want to go somewhere where she could cook, where she could make her own food. Garrett, Subway. Fuck you, me. I love this nigga. He's
You
a
like
genius.
that Subway shit?
Oh, I like that shit.
And I just found out she my Leo twin. She August 5th, I'm August 4th.
Look
so,
at y'all.
you know,
Me
we already-
and I got a birthday twin in the office.
Okay,
For
yeah,
sure,
though.
for sure. Yeah.
Who?
Bagatarius over
I forgot how to pronounce her name. Brienne. Yep. Birthday twin shit.
How was your weekend, sir?
Pretty eventful, if I do say myself.
Good.
You feel me? But nah, I really wasn't doing too much. Just chilling, you know what I'm saying? It's been raining hella crazy, so it's like nigga gotta stay inside or nigga come out preparing to nigga come inside wet. So you know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Oh, here we
It was
go.
coming.
God
It was
damn.
coming.
Here
It was
comes
coming.
the strikes.
Pause. But nah, no cap. Like, you know, being from LA, we not used to this type of rain. Like,
Yeah.
this shit different. Like, nigga, flood warnings and shit, we not used to none of that type of shit. Like,
We on warning right now?
I've most definitely seen flood warnings on my weather report today. Most definitely.
A puddle moved my car today.
Me too. I just hit one right now. Oh God, that should have made it. What's it called? Hydroplane? Yeah, the nigga damn near hydroplane in the water and shit. I was doing a dash to get here. Psycho cap. I was definitely doing a dash.
I think we should just start unpacking this narrative.
Where are we at, Riley?
I think we should just.
All right,
I
let's
think
go.
we should just talk about it, regardless of.
Get into it. Hey, them
Regardless-
jeans. Hey, this might be your best fit.
Really?
This your best fit so far.
It's funny. It's oddly enough, I tried the least hard.
This your
got it
best
on,
fit. Nigga, them jeans crazy. Your shoes fire.
You look good.
Yeah.
Let's put some respect on a no jumper pillow though.
Yeah,
on the floor.
He just got it on the floor. That's crazy.
I don't want to be like Duno and like hide.
Be holding it and shit?
yeah,
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And holding on to it for dear life. That was
Put
it.
it
Put it on.
I see the hat combo with the gold, the brim with the. I
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
logo.
you know.
He's doing his thing.
He got it
Yes.
on
He's
though.
Doing his thing. I ain't
look
gonna
good.
lie.
He got
You
it
know,
on,
that's
though.
usually I hate your outfits. You fucked him today. You
Hey,
fucked him today.
even a broken
For sure.
clock is right twice a day.
Hey, he did his thing today, most
gonna guess
definitely.
it's good,
Them
though.
jeans
It's good.
fire. He did that.
Shouts to the homie God's Kingdom. They make some fly steez.
No, you did your thing today, most definitely.
With that being said, look, I'm gonna preface this. Anybody that has any questions throughout the course of this, like, because there's been a lot of conversation around some pretty serious allegations
Right.
that have come to light, and I want to contextualize and put these in their proper perspective for everybody. So if there's any questions, and I need to go to the very beginning because I really want people to understand like the entirety of the mind state I was in and what I was going through at this time and why this, like, I came on this show an open book.
Right.
I'm not ashamed of anything, regardless if there's things in my past that I wish I could have done differently. I don't
We all do.
hide. I don't hide anything, you know. And I came on this show completely transparent, and when I say this show, I mean enter the No Jumper universe. Yeah.
Right.
And life done kicked that ass. Life done humbled me several times over,
Most definitely.
and I've definitely emerged from hell. And so it's nothing for me to just talk about what I've been through. And a lot of people are gonna have a lot of judgments, but I'll tell you this.
Fuck him.
Look, I'm not tough. I'm not hard. I know everybody on the internet is more gangster than me.
Right.
Everybody on the internet is more player than me. Everybody on the internet would have handled the situations that I went through in a much more graceful way.
Right. So
So-
let them tell it.
No, but it's probably true. And there's definitely like, regardless to the world at large, we're not real people. We're not human beings. We're characters
Right.
in a show
In the
that they're
little show
watching.
that they like to watch.
So it's sometimes like I have a hard time separating myself because especially when I lean so far into transparency and I'm like, this is really, when people don't like the character of Lush One, they're like, oh, I don't like you as a person. And me as a people pleaser by nature,
Right.
it's like it's
And I could tell it bothers you.
a horse shaped pill to swallow.
Right. I'm one of them odd beings that I just don't give a fuck how people feel, but everybody's not like that.
You need to pour some of that in a cup for me, pause.
Because I just don't care.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But maybe it's but you've been in the camera for a long time, but I think it's different because you came before the internet age and you was in the internet age too. And I've only been in the internet age since I've been popular. So since I've been popular, since 2016, I've been able to see a nigga come to my picture and say whatever the fuck you want. So I'm past it.
Well, like,
niggas been saying what they wanted. Like, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. You could drop a paragraph in my comment right now. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna block you and move on with my day. Yeah. It doesn't bother me, like, whatsoever. But everybody's not like that, though.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm big block shawty.
I'm blocking them.
I don't block nobody. I don't really believe in censorship. I'd rather see the truth, as painful as it is. That's what. But here's the thing.
You also control your own environment, though.
That part,
can't nobody walk in your house
controlling my own narrative at all times.
Dump trash off if they want.
If you want to talk about me on somebody else's shit and say whatever you want,
about that.
I don't give a fuck. But on my page,
block,
delete, block.
There's a couple things. Me being older, I'm not really clued into Gen Z humor.
Right.
So when I see certain things, like, I take things seriously that younger people is gonna like realize it don't
just
mean
roll off
anything.
my mind. I don't give a fuck.
Because that's just the nature of the way y'all interact with each other.
Fact.
You feel me? But me being a motherfucking triceratops fossil out here, it resonate. It resonate way harder. Now on top of that, when I first came on the show, everybody knows, like, I was in a very dark place in my life.
Right.
Like, it's not easy for me to just, like, as far as the feedback and things like that, and that goes for the Reddit primarily, but YouTube comments, IG comments, everything, it's difficult for me because, like, when I first came on No Jumper, I was in a really fucked up place in my life. Right. All my fault. You know what I mean? Like, I had burned my life to the ground in sobriety. Like, I made mistakes in sobriety that most people would have to be on heavy drugs to do. You know, like fucking up a bunch of financial situations, being severely in debt, my bitch skying out on me, and obviously I can't control, like, my mom getting sick. Like, that's
out your hand.
Yeah, it's out of my hand, but it's an unfortunate. All those things happen at once. Like, I'm homeless, wound up going back, staying at my mom's crib. And it's like, you know, my parents got a nice crib. So it's not like it's a bad place to stay. But, like, as, you know, I'm 41 at the time.
Being a grown man.
As a 40-year-old, and I've been on my own since I was 17. And I've been taking care of myself since I was 17, you know, working since I was like 15 years old. It was hella demoralizing. Right. And on top of that, I'm extremely depressed. You know, y'all know how dark it got for me. I've spoke on it several times. When literally after the first episode, like my bitch splitting up with me happened it was like a progressive thing. First, on the 8th of August, this bitch said to me, which is Leo season, by the way, so fuck.
I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to break them up either. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought it would have been a little bit like
a little too
conceited self, you know.
It's good though. It's us.
Not only was it
it's us.
Not only was it Leo season, but it was a Libra in Leo season. So conversation full circle.
What did I say about Libras?
Libra.
She's a thank you. You missed that earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
insider.
So
now we got insiders with them already.
That's why you gotta be.
You got insiders that I know.
That's why you gotta be on time.
You right.
That 10 minutes is just so crazy.
You right.
He my twin now.
That's crazy.
Because he used to be my twin. I'm not cheating on you or nothing.
That's what we doing? I thought this was gang. This is. Alright. Man, Lush, continue, because they got me fucked
replaced.
Up. That's crazy.
I know.
I'm no longer gang. Go off,
Is
Lush.
we all niggas?
Go off, Lush. This is crazy.
So first this bitch like tells me we need to take a break. Then a little bit later we're breaking up for show, right?
Of course.
And that's like a couple weeks later after that. Then and this is right after like it was right before my second appearance on the No Jumper show. And they were like, or my third, she was all, we're for sure not getting back together. Like, it's a Rizap.
Right.
And who knows if that's still the case or not, but that's, you know, I was super upset. But the positive feedback that I was getting from the internet as a result of this show, it was the only reason I wasn't like
Yeah, finna check out.
Finna crash the fuck out. So I leaned into that so far that it became unhealthy. And then it got to the point where it became like a part of my modus operandi, just the way that I move in general. So when bad things, even when like there would be negativity, I still couldn't help but go to it because I'm still like a junkie searching for that validation. It's like when you get high, off hard drugs, you always chasing that first high, and you never get it again. And no matter what, you're gonna go back, go back. So
I will never be that high than that first time.
That's
facts.
And so that's just the junkie mentality, which, despite the fact that I'm coming up on 3 years clean and sober, is deeply ingrained.
You have to replace it with something.
Right.
You feel me? And it might not have to be drugs, but it was just, and for you, it was the Reddit. You had to replace it with something. So
I need
like
I need a motherfucking Tamagotchi or some shit.
Yeah,
like, you
bro,
feel
you
me?
need a dog.
I want a,
You need a dog.
Because that's the thing. My ex bitch got a dog.
She took the dog with her?
Well,
it was her shit.
It was her dog. Like we got the dog together, but it's in Philadelphia, and like she took way more care of that fool. So I can't.
it's really our dog.
Yeah, but like that shit hurted like a motherfucker, and now it's like the fourth dog. The fourth Chihuahua or Chihuahua mix that ex bitches have now commandeered.
This is crazy. You gotta start taking your dogs with you, B.
I'm saying
you letting the bitches.
You letting these
the
bitches
dog.
just debo you for your dog? B?
I'm thinking I'm gonna blow bands on a Frenchie next and just, you feel me?
I want the house.
All
the
right.
car,
But nah, I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
So like, as soon as I seen you like getting a little out of control with the Reddit, I'm like, I know Lush. It's the validation shit, and he's sober now. So he, like, I was telling Gina this. I'm like, he's sober now. Like, you got to understand that he needs equivalent.
I'm raw dogging life.
Facts.
Like you got whatever you got the soda that's in that cup.
Exactly. It got me in a little shell where shit hit it and it just deflect off of it. But when you fully sober, nigga, you just gotta sit there and face all them demons, them problems, everything. Exactly.
And it's like,
I get it.
So I've been through a lot worse times in my life, but I was able to numb it out.
Facts.
Now, I want to talk about the end of 2014. So I moved to the Bay Area when I was 19 years old in 2001. But that's essentially like when my hip hop career, beyond just like rhyming with the homies and doing little 4-track tapes back in LA, that's when I moved to the Bay because that's like the epicenter of the independent hustle, do it yourself, DIY, out the trunk, grassroots. I didn't want to be anywhere near the industry. Like my family's in the entertainment industry. I wanted to go as far away from that and do my own thing because I wasn't trying to be the product of nepotism. I'm like,
same shit as me.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind it out myself in the underground. Like because growing up in a Hollywood family and like being on movie sets my whole life and shit like that, it was always like I wanted to be as far away from that. You know, when you're a kid, you kind of
gotta
rebel against your family, right? But then and I did it and became, reasonably successful. Launched all the battle rap leagues. They took off. I had
you a battle rap host legend, nigga.
You feel me? Like, thank you. Like, wound up doing my thing as an artist. Like, as good as like a goofy ass white kid who looks like me and is like as awkward as I am can possibly do.
Right.
Far exceeded expectations, considering the limitations of being in this like semi-deformed, retarded shell that I have. So, like, with that being said, the fact that I was able to do as much as, get to tour the world off the strength of rapping and have people fuck with it, like, pretty cool, right? But in 2000, the thing about the Bay is it's a self-sustaining, independent scene, but it's got a ceiling. And at a certain point, you got to go. Unless you want to just be in that bubble your whole life, you got to take it somewhere else.
Right.
So, and it's crazy because, being from LA, you have to get recognized other places before your own city accepts you to a degree. To a large degree. That was my experience, because when I started doing my thing up there, all the homies that I grew up with all of a sudden were like, "Oh yeah, you're dope. I fuck with you." But anyways, I wound up moving back in the end of 2013, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take what I built. And now we gonna put a little showbiz on it. We gonna see what we can do. I have people that have industry connects. not family members, but homies, and let's take this shit to the next level. So I started taking all different kinds of meetings. One of the first things that I tried to do was get a battle rap reality show going. And it was gonna be just everyday life, kind of like Love and Hip Hop, battle rap twist, everyday life of, and it was with me, Disaster, Daylight, and RIP, my brother Cadillac Ron, 5 in peace.
Man, rest in peace, Cadillac, bro.
So, yeah.
I met him numerous times, grew up around him, you feel me? My pops loved that nigga.
Yeah.
He was a good dude. He was crazy, but he was a good dude.
That was my best friend, and you know, like, succumbed
see that.
Succumbed to his vices, died before his time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Wound up helping take care of his kid. I still am the godfather to his son. All kinds of crazy shit. But this was going to be the reality show. I go to this meeting to pitch the reality show. I'm high as fuck off Xanax. Like, Xanax is driving and I'm in the passenger seat.
It gets like that.
I have no control. Now we get to this meeting at a company called Relativity Media. They're one of the biggest producers of reality show content. They did Catfish, a bunch of other shows like that, okay? So I'm sitting in this office, and I thought that I'm just pitching this show by myself. There's like 10 other people. They're all pitching their shows, right? They have like these intricate diagrams and
you just came high as fuck with your brain.
like I said, you feel me? Like, yeah, I'm in the passenger seat. Xanax is driving this car. I'm off like 3 Hulks in a school bus. Like,
Oh yeah, you wasn't even
dumbass
there.
lit.
You wasn't even there.
I'm
Your
exaggerating.
subconscious was fully doing everything.
I'm
for you.
exaggerating. I was probably off like 1 bar, but it sounds
That's
better.
enough.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
how
yeah,
it get.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you off bars, nigga,
Yeah.
you not controlling nothing. You in the nigga, you know that little SpongeBob episode where it's him in the brain
Right.
and it's just him. That's where you go. You
Yeah.
go to the small part of your brain and whatever else is there takes over, nigga. And you just wake up somewhere.
But it's kind of good because I had no fear in my heart
Facts. It
whatsoever.
takes away everything. No anxiety, no fear, nothing.
I had
You'll
no
fuck around,
fear.
jump off a plane.
I was so confident, and all these people, they have like these sizzle reels and all these different like video, and they're pitching their shows. Some of them are really good. I'm like, oh, like I'm for sure not getting a show, but like let me just do my thing. First thing out my mouth to all these white executive people, right? I'm all like,
Here we go.
first thing out my mouth.
Here we go.
I'm all. Forgive me if I slur my words. I took a bunch of Xanax. I'm fucked up right now.
God.
Right?
That sounds like Lush.
Yeah, yeah. They start laughing though. They start laughing like they liked it. And then I just had this little spiel I wrote on my phone.
Lush, I'm sorry. Are we eventually getting to this?
This is gonna
when
take a
you
while.
Start going into the Snoop Dogg shit.
It's gonna take a while before we get
It's
there.
gotta be some, yeah.
Hey,
It's
I'm liking
kinda-
where we going.
vibing though.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm tuned in.
I'm just wanting to know, is we getting there yet?
No. It's gonna take a while.
I'm tuned in.
Listen, you told me you needed 45 minutes. Remember that?
She did.
I do,
She
because
did.
y'all didn't give me no topics.
So with that being said,
Go crazy.
and I'm pretty sure.
I'm tuned in.
Look.
I'm still waiting for it to land. Like he ain't lost me yet at all. I'm here.
Alright.
And people like, look, you're.
So you told the white people
This
you was
gets
on the
spicy.
Xannies.
They like it though, right? They wound up out of all the shows that pitched, they're fucking with our show. So then like we go back for several more meetings. We have to do like an episode breakdown, plot synopsis, all this shit. Like we're doing it. Like we go like 4 or 5 meetings over there. When we're at our final pre-production meeting, we're already greenlit. Now previous to this, Gina, do you know what Total Slaughter was? The Eminem reality show where basically it was a battle rap competition, and it had like Math Hoffa, Disaster, like a lot of all the T-Rex, Cortez, Averb, like a lot of the top battle rappers were in it.
Familiar with all of them? Don't know the show.
And so it was like they all lived in a house, and then they battled each other, and the winner got to battle Joe Budden, and that's when Hollow battled Joe Budden.
Oh, okay, I remember that. battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Eminem produced the show, right?
Got it.
So they had filmed that already, but they didn't have an outlet for it, and they were still shopping it. During our last pre-production meeting, this full Daylight, Instagram stories didn't exist yet at this point, but like Instagram did,
feed.
right? Yeah. It was all just a feed. Daylight posts a video on his feed of us having this meeting. The people from Total Slaughter, the producers of the show, saw that. Within 24 hours, they had a deal finalized with Fuse TV to drop Total Slaughter, and then Relativity called us the next day. They're like, I'm sorry, we're not going to do the show anymore. Like, there's already a battle rap show that's out. Like, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is whack. So then we have to pivot to our next move, taking a bunch more meetings. Nothing's panning out. The truth is, like, if you take 100 meetings, eventually something gonna work. One day we're on Cannon Drive, which is 1 block away from Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. We're outside of this place called Film On TV / Hologram USA. It's owned by this dude named Alki David. Alki David, a lot of people think he's Jewish. He's actually Greek Orthodox. He's from, he was born in Nigeria, but he's like from a super rich Greek family. They're worth over $1 billion. The family owns the 2nd largest Coca-Cola bottling plant in the world. The largest one outside of America. All right. He has this company called Film On, which is one of the original streaming services. And he has another company, and they're combined in the same office, called Hologram USA. Hologram USA is like what produced the Tupac Hologram. And that's, so we, you're going to see why all this is relevant as I continue to dissect it. So you good. Word. Yeah, so I'm off an Adderall this day, all right?
I know how those get.
Yeah, so I'm like
on 1,000.
I could already read your thoughts. I know what you're finna say before you say it, and I know how to respond to it already.
That's literally Adderall.
Like, I'm so dialed in. Now the night before, randomly, like I had my fine ass fiance at the time that I'm importing from Canada. I'm importing this bitch. You feel me?
Imported a bitch.
Yeah.
That's right. I could dig the importing bitches.
Man, She looked like Rihanna. She was born in England, grew up in Canada. She's like just exotic across the board, right? And she hella cool, right? So, and we're renting a room in my homie's mom's crib. It's just like a little room in Smokey's mom's crib, right? And there's a TV in there, and this show is on TV. And I'm like, what are you watching? And she's all, this is Shark Tank. And I was like, huh? I was like, oh, that's the show where you pitch ideas to get something greenlit from rich people. That's funny, because I have a meeting with this billionaire the next day, right? So here I am in front of this billionaire. He gives this whole presentation. The Tupac hologram pops up. He's like dancing like Snoop Dogg next to fucking Tupac.
Snoop Dogg.
Okay, all right.
You landed.
Wow.
It landed.
He's hovering.
He's
hovering. He ain't land, but he's hovering.
We're just alluding to. We're alluding to.
Okay.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
Come on.
All right.
I heard. Okay, yeah.
So then, like, I start talking about, like, oh, I know what he needs, and this is what I was hoping he needed. He needed eyeballs. He needed people to watch his streaming service, right? And they had a cable network, all this shit. And I'm like, well, I could provide the eyeballs for you from battle rap. I talk all about what battle rap is and all that. And I was like, but we're gonna need to throw a big ass event in order to do it. And he's all, well, how much do you need to throw a big ass event? And I'm all, $500,000.
That part.
And he's all, okay, we can do that.
Ooh.
Sign the paperwork that
Whoa.
same day. Draft within like an hour. Paperwork drafted up, lawyers on site, sign the contract, take a picture, it goes to the newswire instantly. We have a deal, right?
Okay.
I have my moments of being a cold motherfucker. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, I've been working my whole life, but mainly hustling. Mainly, like, the main jobs I've had is like rap shit. Like, doing like the battle rap thing was like the biggest checks I ever got when YouTube was still giving fat monetization in like 2009. I was getting all right money, but it was still just enough for me to party and pay my bills, whoopie shit like that. Like, the last real job I had was in 2006, and I was like a recess attendant and classroom attendant in an elementary school, right? Like, before that, I was a courier delivering time-sensitive documents throughout the Bay Area. So but I hadn't worked a regular job in hella long. I have no college degree. You feel me? Like, I've cheated my way through high school. I'm ignorant as fuck. I'm hella fucking stupid. I squandered a lot of opportunities, right? But all I have is, like, this is the first time I've ever had a real job, and I got a fucking bag. Because not only did we get $500,000 for this event, I get put on an annual salary of $250,000.
That's fire.
That's God's plan, big dog.
Think about what you do, and
I know exactly what Lush did, because I would have went and bought like 10 pints, nigga. So I know exactly what Lush did.
I was fucking loaded for sure.
That part.
I was loaded. First place I went is like
Shopping.
Exactly. I went to the Beverly Center. I'm like Gucci store, Fendi store, Ferragamo store. I'm reckless with the money instantly, but that's a different story, right? So we wound up throwing this battle event. We bring Cassidy back to battle rap. That's when Cassidy battled Disaster. The event wound up being marred in controversy, but we kept going. And here's the reason so when I got to know this guy, the boss, the Greek billionaire, Alki David, he's a very, very eccentric dude. That's putting it lightly. Every day at that job was like a circus, and he was essentially the ringmaster. So after the battle rap thing didn't work out, I was like, I needed to do something to demonstrate my value. I was on a TV show over there, but I was like, what else can we do? It was a show like this. I'm like interviewing. I interviewed Busy Bone. I interviewed Silk the Shocker, like Trey D, just a bunch of different rappers. And it was tight though, right? Then I go, I'm like, okay, what we finna do next? G Malone, what we finna do next? I was like, one day, me and the homie, shouts to my boy G Money, G Skrilla, he was my partner, a business partner. We go to a Chief Keef art show. There was like an art show inspired by Chief Keef, and Sosa was there. We meet.
That's my favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, fire.
Yep. He was I'd been obsessed with Chief Keef.
I'm gonna lie. Pause, me too.
Yeah, like ever since 2011.
Me three, no strike.
Hey, love that nigga Keef. I ain't gonna cap.
You feel me? I put that on Chief Keef.
No cap.
You feel me? I'll say it like that. So we wind up meeting him. He's a super nice guy. We're like, look, he had just lost his deal. His deal had just fallen apart with Interscope. We tell him, we're like, bro, like we work for a billionaire. He owns a streaming service.
I know where we're going.
We could get you signed. Like he's like, take my manager's number down. Let's chop it up. So winds up putting us in touch with his manager, Uncle Ro, Peter Pan, and the Asian dude, Mike. So those three dudes and us were like going back and forth and with Alki to broker this deal, right? And it's not just for Chief Keef. It's $1 million deal, and it's not just for Chief Keef. It's for all of Glow Gang. It's for the whole GBE.
Dang.
So
fire.
Tato, Ball Out, SD. Like I was in the studio when Chief Keef and SD had their falling out. Like their last fight, and SD wound up bouncing. Like
I gotta hear that one later.
Yeah. I'm in the studio when that happened. Tarantino, Flashy, like all of them, as well as the producers, DP on the beat.
That's my
Shop
favorite.
Squad. Yep, Shop
DP,
Squad DJ.
Cold.
Yeah.
Nigga. No cap. Continue though.
Yeah. No. You're good. So we're like going back and forth. He's not really getting it, Alki, but I'm having to explain to him and sell him on like, yo, this is a huge movement. Like this guy is an amazing artist. Like we have a huge opportunity. He's gonna bring so much attention to all your different business ventures. And then basically how I wound up getting like the catalyst to him deciding to sign the deal. I showed him a 15-minute video it was a compilation on YouTube of a bunch of people reacting to Faneto. It's like everyone from like 10-year-old fucking white kids to 78-year-old, you feel me, Vietnamese grandmothers and everything in between rapping along to Faneto, right? I don't know if y'all remember them videos back in the day.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And then like we play the song, I pulled a Bobby Shmurda.
I was about to ask you that.
Yep. I pulled a Bobby Shmurda, jumped on his desk and rapped Faneto. Sorry to say expletives and all, but you know,
it
was a sacrifice for the culture. I apologize to the black community, but
he was in there saying the N-word.
It had to be done. it had to be done. All right. I was negotiating a deal for Chief Keef. It's not cool that I did that, but
Do your thing. You good.
all right. Thank you for
If
the
he
pass.
good, I'm good.
All
You
right.
good, nigga.
All right.
You know
So-
my pop's been giving you the end pass for like a 20 years.
This is true.
I'm not giving you an impact.
I'm not asking for an end pass.
He got an end pass for us. I
Right.
ain't gonna lie.
There
he
it
do.
is.
He do.
There it is.
I got it from the higher ups.
The higher ups is crazy.
And they're like, these are like Black Panthers too.
No cap.
Yeah.
The higher ups I'm talking
Okay.
about is Black Panther ass niggas.
They don't really.
They don't
anyways,
play that shit.
Yeah.
They give him a pass. So
Fuck
nigga,
around and find out.
he got
I have not said that word in a fat minute.
Find out.
It's been like at least
Don't say that shit around me. That's funny. As
it's
fuck.
been at least 20 minutes since I said it. All right, cut me some slack. No, I'm just playing.
All right, go crazy.
So they wind up. Sosa comes to the office, signs the deal, boom, it's lit. All right. Then, so like I said, every day with this dude is a different adventure. At this time in my life, not only am I off hella drugs, but maybe this is the white boy in me. Maybe this is just the white side in me, right? I mean, I'm white, but just like the culturally white part of me, where I was really leaning heavily into jackass style stunts. Like I was the type of person, if you had a taser, like, go ahead, tase me with it. I want to see what it feels like.
That's really lush.
Yeah, like I always like been like that. I want to, like, I'm down for some crazy shit. It used to like manifest itself as like I'll take 5 shots and fucking do the, you know what I mean? Like I was down for the shenanigans and activities. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
Now everybody that knows me from like a street background, they just like know that I'm weird. Like I'm an interesting character. I'm outside the box, and people are like, that's just who I am, right? So every day there'd be different people coming to this office and wanting him to like, there'd be all kinds of weird shit. Like one day there'd be a bunch of strippers in the office. Another day there'd be like a bunch of midgets in the office. One day he had...
Oh, so no jumper.
Right, it's very, it's a little bit, but No Jumper is like a controlled, toned down, way more professional and successful version of this place. And this is just like a rich dude who has,
Time and
inherited money and don't give a fuck, just having fun, like a big, gigantic man-child, doing whatever he wants with money. One day he'd have like Kato Kalin from the OJ trial chilling there. Another day he'd have, but in the parking lot he had boxing matches, and he had, remember that dude? Look,
This sound like a place to be. I ain't gonna hold
it was
you.
fun.
It sound like y'all had vibes.
We had a great
Lit,
time.
nigga.
So
We was probably like 8.
True.
This is 2014 and 15.
Oh no, I could have been.
You could have been there.
I could have been here.
Yeah.
Nah, but my pops probably wasn't letting me hang around.
No.
with drugged out Lush.
Where can I locate this place?
It no longer.
Okay.
Clearly, nigga,
Yeah.
if you had midgets and all type of shit every day, this wasn't long term sustainable.
But why-
Over
why
$100
is
million.
that bad?
Over $100 million worth of lawsuits later.
That's crazy.
It's not there anymore.
Oh, that's where we going.
That's
where
exactly
we
where we
going.
going.
Oh,
You
okay.
get in there.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the whole point of this. We get there.
Now, one of the days there also, and I'm not saying this because you're standing there and people have made this comparison to you before, but you know the Antoine Dodson guy, the hide your wife, hide your kids,
Yeah.
everybody's getting raped.
The GOAT.
Yeah, they had this fool there
No.
in a boxing match against the intruder.
Oh my god.
Where's the footage?
It's probably on
I
YouTube.
need the footage.
It's probably on, I hosted it, so it's,
Of course you
That
hosted
nigga
it.
said I hosted the hide your kids, hide your wife boxing match with
Yeah.
the intruder. What the fuck are we doing? All right, bro.
right. So
Christmas Carol.
one day, this fool runs through the office, the boss, Alki, with he has his dick and his balls tucked between his legs, and he streaks across the office. It's called a mangina, if you don't know what that is, all right? So he's always,
Pause.
I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie, he lost me too.
He,
See,
he didn't lose me, but like at that point, I think I would have had to remove myself from that office.
From the
Like,
space.
I ain't gonna lie, like I can't be here.
You're-
He
you're
just
a-
ran around with his dick
I'm
tucked
not gonna
ass.
be here.
Nah, I gotta go home.
You're a better man than me.
I would've went
You're
home.
a better man than me because I'm like, I fucking got a billionaire to spend over $1 million on battle rap and Chief Keef.
Facts.
I have a $250,000 salary. This is more money than I've ever glimpsed at. To this day, I haven't had a salary like that. I don't right now. You feel me? Like significantly more money than I've ever been a part of. And I love it. Like it's like, can I deal with this weird shit for all this good shit? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I have this expensive badass wife. You feel me? I have expensive cars. I'm paying off a Beamer. I'm paying off a Lexo at the time.
Steak dinners.
Like I'm buying dinners for everybody.
Pounds of drugs.
Like the most drugs imaginable. Like, yeah, I'm blowing it. I'm not saving a dollar, bro. Like my paycheck would come in, it'd be gone so fast. And I'm making like over 20 bands a month. And that's
crazy.
just gone instantly. Because that was just my base salary was the $250,000, but there'd be a bunch of other commissions and things like that. So I'm doing really, really well, right? So like, I don't know, would you have quit? Maybe, or
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap 20,000 a month. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just tell the nigga like, hey, bro, like when you got your dick out in the office, like you gotta let me know first. So like I cannot be here, my nigga. Like I can't be here when you're just running through the office with your dick out, bro. Like you just gotta warn me, my nigga, cause like I think I gotta be at home when the billionaire owner is in the office running with his dick out. He just gotta give a nigga a notice so I could just go to lunch or something like. You feel me?
Now.
Man, that shit sound cracking.
I don't want to see the nigga dick out. I want to go to lunch. Oh, your dick out today? I'm taking my 30. I'll be back. Fuck a nigga mean.
I'll be in there like it's a motherfucking zoo. Oh, wow.
Now, keep in mind, this dude has 4 tones walking around him at all times. Like 4 huge bodyguards, vests,
They guarding him with his dick out?
Guarding him with his dick out.
This is crazy.
All right?
This is crazy.
All right, yeah. Like, you wouldn't believe this, but if you look up this guy, his like, everything that I'm saying, this is all on the internet. You know, like, one day we did a fake skit where I, like, pretended to quit and run up at the office and fight him and shit like that.
I remember when that came out.
Yeah.
It was like Lush rushes in the office and punches dude with the whoop. I remember that.
Yeah. So it's like all kinds of weird shit, right? One day in the office, okay, so do y'all remember when Chief Keef did a hologram concert in Chicago?
I think.
So at the time, Sosa hadn't really done too many performances previous to this, but he started doing some shows and he's like, oh, this is actually hella fun. It was hard for him to perform. Like there's a main venue in Chicago that when fools are coming up in the hood, they perform at called Adriana's. Yeah. But when like...
And then the ops came. Lil JoJo and them start performing at Adriana's. You know, I know the history. Lil JoJo, Lil J and all them start performing at Adriana's. They supposedly got into a situation there. Niggas ran out the back, all that type of alleged shit. So it was hard for niggas to perform.
Yeah, and so he's just like, his idea of performing is being super paranoid and looking and not feeling safe and all that. So, but now he's getting a taste of like what it's really like to perform. He's digging it. He wants me to get him more shows. So I'm keep trying to get him more and more shows, right? We're doing like a little mini tour. Obviously, Chief Keef performing in Chicago is the biggest thing ever. He can't go to Chicago for reasons obvious, right? So, oh, this dude owns a hologram. Why don't we get him to greenlight a budget to have his hologram technology have Chief Keef performing in LA, but it's simultaneously going to be in Chicago, right? Via hologram. So we're trying to get him to greenlight this budget. He's not doing it. Now, everybody, once this fool walks in the office, everybody has different things they need him to do because he'll be gone for weeks at a time and then he'll just pop up, you know what I mean? And when he's like, anytime you need money from him, anytime you need a budget greenlighted, like he'll like flip the script and you'll have to like sell him on it again or some random weird shit after you've already committed to a bunch of shit and it'll look hell of unprofessional. So, like, or you'll get like an erratic phone call at 5 a.m. because he's in a Greek island 15 hours ahead. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's
crazy,
I need one. Hey, the closest thing I got to that is sitting right here.
Yeah.
No cap. The closest homie I got to that is sitting right here, Mr. Sierra Canyon.
He'll be in a Greek island for sure.
No cap, and I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
No cap.
I already invited Les.
Oh no, we
Hey, I've been to some of the. Hey,
He coming.
it's lit, but keep going.
I'll look like the chaperone. It's all
No
good.
cap,
You
it's
feel
all
me?
good.
Like,
Keep going.
The fly ass chaperone, bitch. Let me see your hall pass, bitch.
Where that? Where that?
This nigga Lush, bro. All right, go.
All right. The chaperone, and you shouldn't have no panties on.
Oh my god, you can't
Anyway.
He can't
so,
stop.
Everyone wants to get near this dude when he's in the office. I need him to sign off and to get this $50,000 budget approved for this Chief Keef show, right?
Yeah.
We're walking through, he's like getting ready to dip. He's all like, me and a female secretary were like following him and shit. Not the female secretary that winds up getting the lawsuit around her. It's just another bitch, right? And so me and her are walking, following him. He's all like, he's walking towards the bathroom. He's like, I gotta take a shit. Opens the bathroom door. I'm like, all right, well, wait. He's like, no, come in. Like it's all good. So he goes in to the bathroom stall to take a shit while we're still finalizing this deal. I'm not in the stall with him, right? I'm like, think about it like a gas station, a real fancy gas station, or like an airport where there's like stalls in it. So he's in the stall taking a shit. Did he wipe his ass? I can't confirm nor deny that. I don't know. I wasn't in the stall.
Hey,
all right,
yo.
I'm glad you can't confirm that.
Yeah.
Continue.
I hope he wiped his ass because it'd be very unsanitary if he did it.
Extremely.
Right? So
booty. That's crazy.
He walks out. We wind up signing the deal. Cool. It's lit, right? Another day in the office, let's go back to my jackass type stunts. So I'm always fucking loaded. I'm always down to do some crazy shit, jumping off of fucking whatever, doing all this shit. There's also always people that are kicking different inventions. Like they're pitching inventions of this guy because they're trying to get him greenlit. One of the, here's Snoop Doggy Dogg, all right? One of them is like this high-powered shock collar, right? It's a shock collar, right? Wanna be ballers, shock collars. And I was all like, fuck it. Like, let me try it on. Let me see. I want to see what it feels like to get shocked, right?
This nigga said, put the shock collar on me.
Right?
The shock collar's never going on me.
No.
Shock collar is never going on me.
And so I got shocked by the shock collar. You feel me?
You a freaky man.
I got my moments.
Touche. All right.
I got my moments.
All right.
You feel me?
He definitely does. As soon as he put the shock collar on, that's freaky.
I got my moments. And guess what? It wasn't that bad. You feel me? Like, I got shocked by the shock collar. It wasn't that bad. However,
did it have spikes on it? Like, was it decorative?
No.
Or was this like a regular basic shock collar?
I didn't want to do 10 much, but I damn near was gonna like bring a collar today.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't. Continue.
Because it's like, you feel me? Like, it just would have been funny. I'm all for a gag.
We didn't need the shock collar.
No. So I don't own the shock collar anymore, unfortunately, because me and some ladies might be able to have fun with that. But
okay.
Yeah, you feel me? She could put it on. She could put it on.
All right.
Now, with that being said, when I thought about it afterwards, I was like, that was kind of degrading, low key. Like,
yeah,
my boss had me in like a shock collar.
Shock collar on.
But I didn't really think about it like that at the time. It didn't really dawn on me till afterwards.
You're just too fucking high.
Yeah, I wasn't really tripping at all. But then when I thought about it, I was like, nah, this ain't even it, Chief.
He's salty because he let niggas put a shock collar on them.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Because I know you calling it degrading, but didn't you offer?
I did. I volunteered.
And then
you
he
know
thought
what I mean?
about it after, like,
But it
that was kind of weird.
You get a shock collar. You get a shock collar.
What the fuck?
It's under your seat.
That's wild, bro.
But like, yeah, I don't know why it bothered me after the fact, retroactively. Maybe when I sobered up for a little bit in the 5-minute period of time in between being severely fucked up, I was like, that was not that cool. Now, what else wasn't that cool? There's a chick that worked in the office. If I wasn't married, I would have been fucking on her. That was the homegirl, right? Not only was she the homegirl, but
that was a crazy sentence.
That was. Girl best friend?
you never, anyways.
No.
You've never, Gina's your first
my
friend.
first female homegirl.
though.
Never
Best
had a
friend,
female
best
homegirl.
friend.
Like,
So
ever. That
never,
was a weird sentence. Like, yeah, I would have been fucking her.
but that's,
that was my homegirl. That's why I'm just like, wait,
but that's very
what?
normal for like, Gina, have you ever fucked one of your homeboys before?
No.
You never fucked one of your homegirls before?
No.
Y'all are fucking. Y'all are.
L is cap. I've never had a female homegirl.
I
You already know what's going on. The females is around me. I've never had a
my
female
boo
homegirl.
was my homie first.
look. I'm Italian.
See?
Look, I'm Italian, right? In Italy,
Boogz and
motherfuckers be fucking their own cousins, so it's not that crazy
crazy.
for me to fuck one of my homegirls.
All right, go crazy.
But
Oh.
Go,
but
to each his own. Go crazy.
hey, we're learning a lot about me.
We
today.
are.
we are.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are
yeah.
unwrapping.
I'm all
We are
ears.
unwrapping. Come on.
So, hey, it's all for the name of entertainment.
Come on.
So, she was really cool. She was a good ass homie of mine. This dude, like I said, he was really like he was freaky and really inappropriate. And I would see him harassing or like putting hands on different girls in the office, and they were kind of playing it off and shit like that, right?
Right.
Now, I saw him like grabbing on her titties a few times, and I knew she didn't like it. And I was like pretty disturbed by it. I tried to say some shit to him. I was like, bro, like, come on, like, fall back. He wasn't hearing nothing. And like, when people want to say like, well, you should have protected her. You should have been gangster with and rode on that fool. So I should have ride on a billionaire that's literally has 4 motherfucking Samoan bodyguards around him with bulletproof vests and straps. Like, how am I gonna ride on him? What am I, John Wick?
Right.
What the fuck am I gonna do in that situation?
I feel you.
Like, I literally, like, I tried to talk to him. He wasn't hearing it. I wound up quitting the job. Now, there was an incident slightly thereafter involving pistols and all that shit. I'm not gonna get into unpacking that, but it got a little bit gnarly. You feel me? Like, but I quit the job. Don't really think about the job. This is when, and I referenced this on my first appearance on No Jumper when Adam interviewed me on the clip that made me look like a fat retard that says Lush won on when he was one of the biggest drug dealers in LA. I didn't even say I was one of the biggest. I said I was one of the biggest coke dealers in West LA for like a year period of time because.
It sounded like you said that.
No, West LA is like.
You see, means a very specific area and a very specific time.
Yeah.
That's what he means.
Yeah. I'm not like I'm Whitey Bulger, you feel me? Like,
he wasn't Freeway
not fucking
Rick.
Boston George.
So the rest of the world, LA is LA.
To the rest of, but to the people that make the clips, like this is, I don't know who was doing the clips at this time, but like, let's just say it was Yuri, okay? Yuri? No, I'm just playing.
Strike 4.
Yeah, strike 4. Yuri's from LA, so it's not Yuri. I wind up, so all of a sudden, this is like, so I'm selling dope, blah, 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 blah. I'm completely removed from the corporate world, never to return. This is like the closest I've been back to the corporate world since then, besides like the battle rap shit a little bit. A couple years later.
Did you buy bricks with your salary?
No, so I spent all my salary, and the first thing I did, like one of my homies at the time was like, he was like pretending that he was like wanted to help me, but I feel like he had very opportunistic motives, and he was kind of like playing situations a certain way. That's like a whole other story.
Right, middleman in this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And he was like, well, like, I could put you on with some work. Like, my boy will shoot you for and a baby, and just, you'll have to give him whatever it was, like 5 bands back, you know what I mean? Which isn't the best ticket, but it was on the front, so it's how I'm getting in the game. 4 and a baby is like a good amount of coke. Like, so, because Mexico and, Latin America is on the metric scale, basically you get a 9-piece is a quarter key. Half of a 9-piece is 4.5 ounces, right? So which I know it's not the metric scale. Actually, the metric scale is for something else. That's for heroin. But for coke, it's like, that's how it's measured out. And if you buy 4 zips, you get a half zone for free. Like, so you get 4 and a baby, right? So that's how I got put on in the dope game at that time. Anyways, got nothing to do with this. Sidebar though. I start noticing a lot of the females that I was working with are suing this guy. And I was like, it's about fucking time. Like, that dude was doing some out-of-pocket shit. They're not suing this dude for chump change. They're getting M's. Like, one of them got like 9 million. There's
my goodness.
Yeah, and one of them got like 5 million. There's all these different lawsuits.
Bitches, they never got to work again day in their life.
They coming up.
Crazy.
They coming up, right? But it was real. Now, one day, and this is in 2019, I'm on meth at this time. This is the meth era.
That was like the worst Lush.
Worst Lush. And a lot of Xanax, too. You gotta, what goes up must come down, right?
Facts.
Homegirl hits me up, and she's like, hey, so I'm suing Alki, too. Will you, like, corroborate my story and, like, let him know what you saw? And I was like, absolutely. Like, you deserve it. Like, there is no criminal charges ever brought against this guy for this. He's got caught up for other shit. You know what I mean? These are all sexual harassment is not a crime in the United States of America. It's a civil infraction that you could sue somebody over, but there's no crime of sexual harassment. There's sexual battery, there's sexual abuse, there's rape, or the R word, there's all these things. There's no crime for sexual harassment. There's no police involvement, no chance of police involvement. Lawsuits don't wind up becoming criminal proceedings. Now, people did try to bring criminal charges to him afterwards, but it was dropped. You know what I mean? He was never even questioned. They got to the police station and pump faked on it. That was way after they wound up winning this lawsuit. But at the time, I just want to make it perfectly clear. I've put in work for my whole fucking life. And people know me. I have never in my life cooperated, ran my mouth, told a fucking teacher that little Timmy was chewing gum in the back. None of that shit. You feel me? Never in my life. People that have known me, there's nothing like that on my jacket. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. I've had multiple attempts on my life. I've been caught up with work. I've been never, ever did I roll over on any of my crimies. Not once. You'll never see my name in that, even though police manipulate paperwork all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Paperwork doesn't look like necessarily what it reads like. Now, there's no paperwork on me, period, because this right here isn't paperwork. There's a transcript from a civil case, from a lawsuit. There's no the state of California versus Alki David. It's Mahim Khan versus Alki David. Or, yeah, like there's nothing to do with snitching. This isn't someone I was busting moves with in the street. It's not even something that I witnessed somebody else doing in the street. And it's for a fucking sex crime. You cannot define that as ratting. If you do, you got your morals and your priorities straight. And if that makes it, if that's considered ratting, then I'm not a street dude. And I don't give a fuck about being a street dude, because I will never sit by and allow a woman to get abused and not there be consequences for that. I don't rock like that. You feel me? Everybody's different. That's not how I get down. I'm good in my section. People respect me, what the fuck I did, city to city, state to state. People know that. So, and I'm sorry to get emotional and passionate about that, but just having words like that, even in jest, thrown around my name, is very, very, like, you could get fucked up in the streets over shit like that.
Facts.
You don't, like, I still be outside. I'm still in them sections. My jersey's retired. I'm not actively pushing no lines, but I be where I be. You feel me? And, like, that's not, so you're playing with something really serious. And when people aren't going outside and they're saying shit like that, it's different. Now, if somebody outside approaches me about it, so be it. You know what I mean? That's when I have to answer to it. But this has been out and everyone knew about this in different communities I've been involved with, like battle rap and all this shit, for years. Nobody ever tried to even insinuate there is any, but all like the tough ass gangsters nowadays, like when the goalpost has been moved so much for what cooperating is now that word is being used. However, anybody that really knows what's up, like I said, no police involvement, no actual indictments. Nobody did any jail time. Like, and that's the thing, when you get in trouble with, that's the definition of snitching. When you cooperate with police or tell on what you saw in order to reduce your sentence, or you're putting somebody else behind bars or getting them hurt by the police in any capacity. None of that fucking happened. I wasn't in a courtroom. There's no fucking courtroom. We're at a deposition hearing where you're just like people talking. I talked about what I saw, which was this dude harassing this chick, right? Well, she winds up winning the case, $58 million.
58?
$58 million.
58 million, boy. I might just retire.
You want to just
I
retire?
might just have a seat. 58 of
to
them.
an island, Greek
Aight.
island.
That's right.
So everybody, again,
Italy.
Everybody's more gangster than me. Everybody's more player than me. Everybody would have handled the situation a lot different than me. But that's how I handled it. That's how I moved. And if it happened again, I would do the same thing. Now, I'll say this. If there were criminal charges brought and it was dependent on my testimony, even though it is for a sexual allegation, I ain't going.
Right.
I don't want to be a part of any court proceeding where there, you know what I mean, where there's an actual judge and someone could go to jail off of it. I just don't get down like that. I don't fuck with police. I don't trust police on any capacity. That's why that even hurts more, like that someone would say that, because I fucking hate the police. I despise the judicial system. I don't trust it in any capacity. But as far as like the civil court system, hey, Shorty 158 M's. And
That's fire.
like Forrest Gump said, that's all I got to say about that. Any questions?
So, essentially, you're just saying, I didn't snitch.
Obviously, yeah. And I wore a fucking shock collar. And
It was a lot. There was a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot to unpack, but he just landed.
but like
It's a picture of you with this on?
no, there's no picture of me with it on.
Yeah, that would be wild.
No, it was it was on for like literally like 2 minutes.
2 minutes
Like,
too long.
2 minutes too long.
But where did that come from? Why do we address the dog collar?
Okay, so
Shock collar.
All of
okay,
this to let you know the
so
freaky
all
ass
of that
shit
stuff
was going in.
is-
Because that's what I'm lost at. Where is all this coming
all
from?
of that stuff is written in the transcript,
Oh, okay.
but the transcript makes it seem way
you was on some
grimier.
freaky shit.
Yeah, it's like was forced to wear a shock collar and stood in the bathroom stall while he took a shit. Like that's not what happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's what the transcript said. So
So you talking to the people who's been talking about this?
no, I'm just like addressing. Like I feel like a lot of people want to know and want to hear from me about this whole story in its entirety. And let's be honest, I think it's a pretty cool story.
Yeah. Hey, I was tuned in. I wasn't bored.
I've learned a lot about you in this last hour.
What's your biggest takeaway?
That you lived a life.
Yeah. Hey, we all know let's live the life most definitely. Yeah,
And
but
I need to live.
Civil shit.
Several lives.
Civil
Now I
shit.
feel like I'm only existing. I'm not living.
Hey,
Just get you a shot collar.
man, I
I'm
ain't
not
gonna
putting
lie.
no collar around my
I'm
neck.
not putting no
Yeah,
color.
nah. Me and Lush has definitely lived some lives.
We
Lush for
experienced
sure,
some
for
stuff.
sure.
We
Yeah,
experienced some stuff.
Definitely.
You in your wise young age.
Most definitely.
So yeah,
Yeah, I think that was fire.
Well, thank you.
Everybody was talking about it, so I guess you feel me. He felt like he needed to address it, so he did.
Thank you for sharing and thank you for your transparency.
yeah,
Being open
absolutely,
with us. 'Cause
absolutely.
you didn't have to do that, but thank you for that.
Yeah, and I'm not look.
everything.
No, thank you. And I'm like, overall, I look at that as one of the darkest periods of my life. But I'm not ducking no smoke, and I'm not afraid to talk about what I went through. I've been through a lot of fucked up shit. But me being the survivor of these experiences, is if that could be the catalyst of inspiration for other people to better themselves, then my job is done. My purpose has been served.
Facts.
I can't keep what I got without giving it away.
You said you spent a lot of money, and I'm very interested to know what's the craziest thing
I gotta pee.
you bought. Craziest,
Most expensive-
expensive.
Well, the most expensive was the 5 Series BMW that I bought. Craziest, like I would just go like,
You bought it up?
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
How much it cost?
It was like 65.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What's something embarrassing you paid for? You can't use drugs.
I bought a lot of drugs.
You can't use drugs or pussy.
So the most one of the dumbest things I would do is just like every day. It wasn't like a one purchase thing. It was like every day we doing the most, and anybody that's around me, we doing the most. You feel me? And I'm like, because I'm not the type of person. I'm not gonna ball out in front of my homies. It's like we eating. You feel me? We gonna go. I'm gonna drop a band on lunch like every single day, or like,
Oh, wow.
and you feel me, or at least like $300-400 on lunch every single day, and then I'm buying stuff at the Gucci store. Oh, you want this? You like that? You feel me?
Shoot.
Like I'm just kicking it every single day. We going out, we going to the club, we doing the fool, buying hella jewelry. Like I wound up selling it. I had insane jewelry at that time. I started out buying hella fake shit, and then I realized like, like I could actually buy a real shit. You know what I mean? Like so.
Quarter
Yeah.
mil. I mean.
Yeah, but that shit goes a lot quicker than you think. I was like the Scott Storch of battle rap.
I'm not gonna lie, I just met you day 2, and like I respect you a lot, man. Like you're
Thanks,
a cool
bro.
dude. You know
Thanks.
what I'm saying? You're an inspiration.
Thanks.
You know, obviously I go through
You're cool
stuff
too.
Thanks, big dog. Appreciate that. You know, but like just you're God's strongest warrior. You know, you're
God
here.
willing.
You're here.
You
It's that simple.
this story did let me knowing that you was rich before is like crazy as hell.
That's
but
not
that
rich.
just- that's very wealthy.
Pretty wealthy.
It's-
20 bands a month is pretty wealthy.
Yeah, it was more than that, but yeah.
20 bands.
Yeah.
I'm paying for Astros. I am. No Subway.
That's what I'm saying. I'm doing. So it wasn't like there wasn't that many. Like a lot of it would have to be just drugs or buying like, I'm buying a bungalow at the fucking What's that shit at the Fairmont Hotel called? The bungalows, right?
Yeah, bungalow.
I buy like my own bungalow there and shit, and then like
the whole bungalow.
Yeah, and then you feel me? Like we're just like cash. I was having a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but that let me know that there's people out here that's willing to drop that bag.
Oh yeah, they out there.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm a cash sniffing hound. At the end of the day, that's why I need a shot collar.
Mm-hmm.
And,
that's where we going. That's what I walked in.
He lost.
He lost.
I'm also very intrigued that you close out a major deal like that too.
That's fire.
That's like very
fire,
like inspiring.
I should have bought some titties for my ex bitch, but anyways.
Fuck that bitch and her titties.
That would have been for me.
The
not
Libra.
Her. It would have not the Libra. The Pisces.
We really
we right here.
Vance?
We right, yeah. That's my man.
Twin. We rock. But now it's Lush.
All right,
you feel me?
I ain't mad.
You said we good for real.
Man.
Y'all want to get into some?
But as far as like them deals, I've cracked like close to 10 six-figure and above deals.
Lush,
and I ain't got shit to show for it, but I'm on no jumper now, so let's change that.
Facts. Felt that.
So y'all, I seen this video of a couple who said that they've been married for over 10 years and they just found out that they're actually brother and sister.
Hey,
can we watch it?
Yo.
That's freaky.
Hey,
brother and
we
sister.
are not in Italy. This is like
sister and brother.
That's crazy.
Why did I think they were going to be white people? That's extra crazy.
Well, I mean, because
child in 2011.
Oh, this one.
In 2008. We got married in 2011. We had our first child in 2011. We had our second child in 2015. We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. We just recently found out we're brothers and sisters in 2008. We got married in 2011. We had our first child in
Sweet
So question.
home.
Who your celebrity crush?
Um,
Who's somebody that you just want to bang out? You just gotta wax that ass.
It's always
raw.
It's always been Rihanna, but like this is gonna age me really bad. But Ava Mendes has always been my one.
If you find
Ava
out,
Mendes was fired.
She's
You talking
still
about the Fast
fired.
and Furious bitch?
Yes.
Oh, she's hot
still
back in the
fired.
day.
She was in Training Day. She was Denzel's bitch in Training
No,
Day.
she was
Yeah,
fire.
yeah,
Most definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. I need Transformers Megan Fox, and I need Mariah the Scientist.
He plays in the snow.
he got
The one person I didn't draw.
Is she black? Is Mariah the Scientist black?
Yes.
Okay, is Megan Fox
Megan
black?
Fox at that time though was Megan Fox. Like, come on, big
I'll
dog.
take Megan
Megan
Good over
Fox
Megan
is
Fox.
fine as
Megan
fuck
Fox is
though.
Like,
She is.
the
She's a
truth.
joint.
I'm taking Megan Good over Megan Fox. That's just me.
Facts. Any day. Any day.
But this is what I
Any day.
want to know. If y'all hit somebody that you've been wanting to hit for a long time, you find out it's your sister, are you gonna stop fucking?
Sister.
Ah, my nigga, that's freaky. But that's freaky. But they have to be like half siblings though.
This is the thing
If
that I don't
y'all
understand.
full,
But they could have been adopted.
They could be full.
They could have been adopted.
I want to know who the fuck was at their wedding.
right? Or like, what if they
Because
was both
how is
raised
it
by foster people?
impossible that we just don't know?
What if they foster kids and then they found out later?
They could have for
They
sure.
didn't say we foster siblings. They said we brother and
No.
Now that clip did end
I mean,
very
what if they
quick.
were both came from? What if they both come from the same tree?
Oh, I
What
get
if
what you're
they were
saying.
in foster care, met later throughout in life, and then find their family and then find out they're related?
What made them
Getting
check
me?
though? That's my question.
Yeah,
Like,
how
one
did
day,
they
you know
find
what?
out?
We might be twins for real. For like
Maybe
you
one
know,
of their kids,
what made
no
them check?
disrespect, maybe one of their kids came out with something.
If you
'Cause
have-
you know you're not supposed to mix gene pools like
No,
that.
like
you
genetic.
can have a slow
Yeah.
kid.
The la-
What?
that, that's
you have-
well,
you didn't
no,
know that?
yeah. The lack of genetic diversity
Yeah.
is the primary reason why that's actually illegal.
If you have a kid with one of your close relatives, all of those genomes are too similar and they come out with birth defects.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's why people would be like, "Oh, you're inbred. Da, 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 da. You
Yeah.
come from cousin fuckers." Da, da,
You
da.
never seen like you got to go watch Soft White Underbelly. It's like a whole family.
The Whitakers.
in the South. Yeah, the Whitakers of all
Appalachians.
Yeah, like
But are y'all gonna keep fucking your
inbreds.
sisters?
Nah. Bro.
Okay, hold on though.
Nah, bro.
Because you niggas dance around that question.
Nah.
Would you if
Be
you're
quiet.
He gonna keep hitting her.
No,
if
no,
you had
no.
if you had a
He not stopping.
if you had a stepsister, if you had a stepsister,
And I ain't gonna lie, I always used to say that. Like if I had a man, she was getting hit. I'm sorry. If I had a
feel you.
stepsister, fool, this not my sister. This just some lady that came.
What if y'all parents had a baby?
That's still not my sister.
Your
though.
stepsister looked like Karuchi.
She's getting hit. Come on, fool. You like 14, nigga. 9 times out of 10, it look. I know. Let me rephrase that. I think it's different if you grow up with them. It's different, like, you know, most of the time, they run into a motherfucker like high school, their parents get remarried and y'all like already like 15, 16. That's different. Like, I don't know this bitch, she getting hit. But like, you grew up with her in the house, like this has been your stepdad your entire life, this is your family, bro. That's weird. That's weird. If you know him forever, your whole life, that's your sister. That's weird. I think that's weird.
I think it's all weird.
I think if, nigga, you 16, your mama remarried, nigga, she come with a husband, nigga, walk in, move in your house, fire. She fire as hell.
Megan Fox.
Come on. Come on. She in your house now. This your sister now.
That's my sister though. I'm good. There's a lot of, years
You got a
out there.
fine ass
He
sister.
cap.
Got a lot of years out there.
He cap as fuck.
Honestly,
he gonna just be
but
finding
no, but
reasons
the
to go in her
question is,
room at any time.
If you already fucked, are you gonna stop fucking?
I think I'm gonna have to, bro. That's weird as fuck.
The thing is, like, that one of the biggest genres of porn is like stepsister porn.
Facts.
All stepmother porn. That's big. Now, if you put that on mute, it's just regular porn. But I'm a real auditory kind of dude. I don't fuck with the stepsister, stepmother porn. Like, that shit kind of turns me off.
It gets a little odd
Yeah.
at that point.
I'm not really into incest.
What do you do with the
at all.
kids?
I mean, at that point, y'all already too deep. So what can you do?
I mean, honestly, I really hope that those kids didn't come out special needs.
It's like at that point, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think that's weird. But like for them, I guess to each their own. But I think at that point we got to divorce. Like we got to nah.
They looked perfect for each other, though. Let's be real.
that was his sister.
They were psyched.
Cause it's sis.
But it's like,
Shit
look,
freaky if you ask me. Bro.
I don't want to say, like, look, all children are a blessing, and if a child happens to be, special
Right.
needs, that still can make them, they're still a beautiful soul, and they still need to be on this planet for a lot of reasons.
Facts.
But, it does make certain aspects
Takes
of your
a
life
strain.
very difficult. So, I just hope those kids are okay and happy however they came out.
Right. I don't know about that one. No, not that. I just
Yeah.
don't know about that whole thing over there. I don't know. The little sister shit, that's kind of freaky, dog. But I think we need a little more context. Like, did y'all grow up in the house with each other? Did y'all just meet for the first time as adults? Just like you seen her in the McDonald's or something? Like, I think if you knew, you're freaky. I think they're not freaky because they didn't know. I think you kind of freaky after you keep going after you know, though.
What made them check though? Like
This is what I'm saying.
They haven't got. What?
We need more information.
You know what? Maybe, like,
What if it's fake?
It's a high possibility.
maybe they ran their 23andMe.
You right. Track that shit down. Mm-hmm. It gets like that. Get them little kits mailed, send your little shit back and all that good shit. They probably came back with the exact same family tree. Wild as a motherfucker. Yeah, you got to leave her in the wind at that point, dog.
Yeah, it's all bad.
Yeah, that's freaky.
Well, look, like, y'all ever saw the original Star Wars movie? Luke Skywalker
Yes.
and Princess Leia were brother and sister.
They were brother
They
and
hooked up at first, and they're like, whoa, hey, yo.
Right.
And then
I've never seen Star
Then
Wars.
she wound up fucking on Han
I've
Solo.
seen every Star Wars.
See,
Every single one.
That's why you're so
Even
well
the new,
educated.
even the new bullshit ones.
the new ones I can't.
They're
I
kind of
can't get
trash, but
behind.
I've seen them all.
What's that fool, Rilo Ken or whatever? Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
that fool's
Kylo Ren.
hard, fool.
I'm not a fan of the new
Fool's
Star
hard.
Wars
He's all
shit.
right.
No,
Yeah,
the
he
little
ain't Vader, though.
the little Mandalorian fool is hard as fuck,
He's
bro.
hard.
Yeah, that's
He's
my
hard.
That's my fella since
Facts.
sliced mozzarella. Come on.
I fuck with
Hard.
Star Wars, but yeah, continue, gang.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
They fucked on each other, or they kissed
Yeah,
each
no,
other.
facts.
Then she wound up fucking on Han Solo.
Riley, go under Big Scarr.
Oh yeah, man, this one's kind of.
I can't wait for that one.
Which?
The dude.
Which one we doing? Which one we doing?
Because y'all heard about this already. You heard about this already, right?
Which?
Earlier.
Can you go into it for us? Basically, the guy changed his gender on his ID to get custody of his child.
Did
Did
he
it work?
actually change his gender?
Did it work?
That's what I asked him earlier.
He didn't remove anything, but he changed his gender legally. So now he's a woman, and he's trying to.
He
I just want
flipped
to know
the
if
script.
it worked. I just want to know if it worked.
He flipped the script.
Did it work is my only thing. If it didn't work, L.
Les, can you see that?
Fat L, nigga.
Yeah, so
Like, fat L.
a father has legally changed his gender identification in an attempt to gain custody of his 2 young daughters following a bitter split from his wife. Renee Salinas Ramos, 47, is now listed as a female on official documents in his native Ecuador, despite the fact that he still identifies as a cisgender male in his everyday life. The desperate dad claimed he made the drastic decision due to the justice system in his country, which he said typically benefits mothers in custody cases. Being a father in this country, Ecuador, is punished, and I'm only seen as a provider. Could you scroll down a little, please? No. Provider. Ramos told local outlet La Voz del Tomebamba, "What I have been looking for is to give the love and protection that a mother can give her children." Ramos alleged that his daughters currently live in an abusive environment with their mother and claimed he hasn't seen his children in more than 5 months.
So you walking around with female on your ID and you still ain't got your kids yet?
Well, I think that's why he did it. We don't know what the result is. Looks like he's with the kid right there. I don't know if that's a reason.
That's probably 5 months ago. You feel me? I just think, I went to court and I got custody of my baby, so I respect any father that go to court, you know what I'm saying, and that's trying to be in their kid's life, get custody, all that good shit. He's definitely right. It's much harder for men to win these type of cases, you know what I'm saying, when you really in your kid life and your baby mama take you to court and all that crazy shit. It's definitely, we're at a huge disadvantage going into that shit. So I feel him, but I'm not walking around with female on my ID.
It seemed like, though, he really playing the system.
I'm not. Because how am I going to explain that? Like, you're gonna have to go into that whole story, and then what if the bitch don't believe you and think you was really just born as a female and you got a sex change?
I'd be like, don't assume my gender. I'm taking a shit in the ladies' room forever now. Like, I'm chilling.
That's a little freaky.
He can't hide his ID.
No.
He can't hide his ID?
No.
From a bitch?
Well, I mean, yeah.
How many bitches y'all show your IDs to?
Never.
No bitches
Not
ever asked
never.
to see my ID.
Well, I've done it
but I
before,
mean, I'm not gonna act like no. Some regular shit, your ID sitting on the table, nigga. Yo, bitch cook you some breakfast. She come drop that plate down. Just so happen to glance over and see it say F.
I'm gonna say the DMV fucked up.
Like, what the fuck going on? You a bitch?
And then all
The
of,
DMV fucked up.
then all of a sudden, she slaps you on the ass and says, "Get me a beer, babe."
Nah. I mean, what he doing, I feel is fully commendable, but I don't think I'm gonna change it myself. Because like on some real shit, does that really help you in court? Nigga, you're clearly a man. Do you think the judge is finna change any way he feels because you went and got F on your ID? The only reason he might feel some type of way is because he like you're going like above and beyond to get your kids. I feel like that's the only way that can help him. Not because he actually turned into a female, but because he's showing like extreme effort. You get what I'm saying?
But
With this world that we in though, in this climate, this has to work because then it's gonna seem like it's shaming.
It brings awareness. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like now he's on no jumper.
So I can,
I mean, I know who he was yesterday.
I can enter female. If I do this, I can enter female bathrooms. I can do all of this shit. But if I go to a court and try to get custody of my kids, this don't work. They getting awards and all kind of shit.
I don't know the legal system in Ecuador, so
You're right.
This is not America.
If that was America, you right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on in Ecuador.
That's
I'm not
different.
familiar.
That's
you feel
different.
me? Like that's a whole different ball game. I don't really know
shouts to
what's going
Quito,
on.
the capital.
You feel me?
But also, bro's 57 years old. He ain't really tripping about a bitch seeing his ID or this
You're
or that.
right. His
He's
shit probably
dialed
barely
in.
work.
If it worked for Bruce Jenner,
Nah, that's a little different.
That is very
That's a
different.
little different. That nigga got titties in a like
but who are you to
a constructed coochie.
who are you to tell me that I'm not my sex?
No, but you're right. But that's the thing. This is like a very modern concept.
Yeah, very touchy modern
Yeah.
subject. You say something too crazy, you might be canceled on this motherfucker.
Well, now
We accept all people.
This is equality.
Yeah,
What he doing is equality.
I think we just need to see how this case like plans out. Like in a couple months, maybe if we go back to it, like if he get his kids dub. If not, you now have you now have female on your ID and all your records forever, and you still ain't got your kids. That's an L.
I'm going to any extent to get my kids.
I feel that.
So if I gotta
completely.
change my sex or change something about me, like I'm going to get my fucking kids.
I feel that.
Period.
I won without it, so I didn't have to change
And
my sex.
what he doing? That's just equality.
What he said though in Ecuador basically is gonna
Right.
it favors the mother out here.
It
The
does.
court system, like.
Yeah,
Most
that's a good
definitely.
point. That is.
But out there,
something.
maybe
what
it's
I'm
just
saying.
like oh, you're the mother, you're a female, you get the kid.
This is facts.
Yeah.
I had to fight
Off-rip.
hard. I paid for a lawyer, all kind of shit. Like nigga, it was getting real in the courtroom.
And you had music videos out and all.
I'm already me at this point.
Yeah.
Bitch talking about he's a trap house and there's all kind of shit. Bitch, you weird as fuck, and I still won, nigga. No cap.
Take the wheel.
Still won. I'm still 50-50 daddy, nigga. I won.
Shout out to all the daddies out there taking care of their kids and owning up to their responsibilities.
Facts. Most
That's hard.
definitely. It's not too many of us.
Yeah.
Fendi factoid.
Real shit. Mm-hmm. All right, so what we got? What we got next, Miss Mediator? What we doing?
Oh,
Where we at with it?
that's
Did
Bahar
we
West
skip
lady.
any hot shit, or was that on
I mean,
purpose?
we did the.
No.
You don't want to do that one?
What, Big Scarr?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a video. The video has surfaced of Big Scarr's, and rest in peace, Big Scarr. So they just had the funeral service recently, and
Big Scarr is an artist that was signed to Gucci Mane.
yeah,
Facts.
To
he was
contextualize it.
also Big Scarr was also on the XXL freshman last year.
He was.
So rest in peace, Big Scarr. So there's a video that came out of it's his family members basically saying that Gucci Mane allegedly offered to pay for the funeral and then backed out. So
Now keep in mind, Gucci's lady, Keisha.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So his family member, Big Scarr's family member, said something, and then Keisha KR came back with the receipt from the funeral home saying that we gave $10,000. She also posted the flowers that they had that they paid for. So his sister came out and said, yeah, the funeral cost $60K, but like basically like what is 10 to 60 or whatever. So she made a video, and then his dad also made a video basically saying like Gucci Mane did his job. Shout out to that man. I can't let y'all bash him. And then he just kind of went on to thank Atlantic Records and thank Gucci Mane for, you know, just what he did for the son all in general, just as an artist, you know, signing him and stuff. So it's just a bunch of, you know,
Well, what about the thing with the chains?
what?
Where the Gucci Mane saying he want the chains back.
Yeah, Gucci Mane asked for his chains back.
Right.
In
That
addition
kind of
to
just,
that,
I mean, I think that's a little distasteful if you ask me. Like, you gave them to him, he earned them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, why should he have to give them back when you got to realize, like, that's probably some of the last shit that his family even got of him are these chains. What are you going to do with them, millionaire? The
Right.
fuck you need to do with them? Just go get some new 1017 chains.
if you put that on another rapper, how disrespectful is
You
that?
feel me?
You know what I mean? Like, and what if he wanted to get buried with them? Like, you know,
Right.
there's a lot of different things.
Facts.
But
Factual.
Look, I hate saying anything bad about the Wobster.
Man, because Gucci a legend. But I mean, I feel like, of course, he don't owe them people nothing. But at the same time, it is your artist. And I feel like if you fuck with a motherfucker genuinely, it doesn't matter if you obligated to do shit. I feel like you should just do it. If you really genuinely fuck with a motherfucker, I feel like, to be honest, if that was me and my artist and I was Gucci Mane, I would have told them all expensive. Just whatever that shit is at the end of it, let me know.
You would expect that he would do, and that's the thing, knowing Gucci, and granted, he has so many artists, and he pays them so much money, signing bonuses, chains, all that. Maybe just the overhead got so crazy, because people don't realize when you're at a certain level of wealth, you have like business advisors, you know what I
Right.
mean? And they're gonna tell you like, look, you're spending way too much money. You need to cut your overhead down when it comes to these artists. So maybe like at a certain point, they're like, you gotta slash this budget. And but it's impossible for me to think that Gucci is running out of money in any capacity.
Right.
However, when's the last artist that Gucci broke that was really popping?
It's been years. Like Nicki Minaj, nigga. Flocka.
That wasn't even
Waka Flocka?
He didn't break.
I'm just
Nicki
saying,
Minaj.
like,
Yeah,
that had
yeah.
anything to do with her. Nigga, Waka Flocka?
I mean,
Or
look,
Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty. That's the last one.
Pooh Shiesty?
Yeah, who was halted at the height of his momentum.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, but for her, because the reason they said that he wouldn't go forward with paying for the funeral is because Keisha had a birthday party.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, I did see that.
Right. So if a birthday party, even if it costs like, $300,000 or something crazy, because that's how they do it, that's still... Because
Chump change compared to the...
Yeah. Well,
Right.
the folklore, like he when he got locked up, he gave her $1 million and she gave him 7 or whatever when he got out. So like they're locked in. That's his ride or die. Obviously, he wants to spoil her, but at the same time, her sending a picture of the flower arrangement and claiming that they spent a 10-piece, that leads me to believe that y'all are not doing well financially. Am I crazy?
Who? Which side's not doing well?
Gucci's.
I mean, or he just doesn't. I don't think it's giving like fucked up vibes. I think it's giving like fucked up vibes. I don't really give a fuck about what you got going on too much. Or like maybe sometimes when niggas sign artists and they got a lot, maybe he's detached from it. Like like Zay, he kind of like my artist, but that's like my brother, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if something happened to him, I'm gonna tell his mom like, yeah, nigga, all expenses. But he has like nigga 1 million artists, so we don't know his relationship with them. But at the same time, I feel like 10K and like some little flowers is kind of. I feel like that's a little lackluster. You're not obligated to do nothing, I guess, but I feel like that's a little lackluster.
That's like $400 from us.
No cap. Like, basically, that is. I don't know. Like, I feel like that's a little lackluster. I think he should have did a little more, but that's just me. He ain't obligated to do shit, but I think he should have did a little
There also could be a lot that happened between them that we're unaware.
Right. We could. It's always shit that we're not gonna know about. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, at least he gave him something. But I think it was a little lackluster.
It's easy to speculate when you're not on the inside.
That too. Facts.
Yeah.
Message.
That's some real shit.
All right, what else is up here?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
I still didn't make the connection.
Hey.
And the dog pound. You still
We don't be needing that shit.
hide your wife, hide your kids.
What?
So which one we doing?
don't gotta.
Nah, him. I was like,
I thought you was talking about the topic.
Nah, which?
Young Miami's best friend and King Von's sister fighting.
Oh, shit. Fuck it. Come on, play it.
I don't think we could watch the fight though.
Oh, yeah, we can't watch fights, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, demonetizations and shit. It looked like the bitches was in the bathroom. Am I mistaken?
And this was
Did
their
them
second
bitches
time
link in the
fighting.
bathroom and squabble up?
It said
Yes.
parking lot.
Oh, it's a parking lot.
No, that was the
restroom.
first time.
Restroom, yeah.
I thought so. It looked
The
like
first
a
time it was a
bathroom.
parking lot. The
What
second
is
time
this,
it looked like it
7th
was a
grade?
bathroom.
What, nigga, meet me in the bathroom
Right.
before first period? I used to do that one all the time, nigga. Meet me in the bathroom, nigga. We finna get down. Like, these are grown-ass women squabbling in the public restroom.
I'm going to look this fight up real quick.
I'm very interested to know what the hell is this shit over. It's like grown women fighting is crazy.
Facts.
Like
Facts. Especially grown women who's supposed to have a bag, too.
It's what's so crazy is the girl, so Young Miami best friend, like, she dressed real bomb, her hair bomb. So I be taking little stuff from her page. So when I seen the video, I'm like, oh, that's not her. Just instantly, she just had a baby. So I'm like, oh no, that's not her.
Why? So it's funny because one of them's in pink, the other one's in blue. It looks like a gender reveal party. Like,
But you want to know what's crazier? So earlier that day on her story, she posted that she was at a gender reveal party.
oh,
That's why they got the colors on.
Oh.
No, but I don't think that she wore that to the party though.
team boy, team girl.
That's wild. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do when you see your op. But, bathroom squabbles at our very adult age is definitely a little wild.
Vast
But,
guy
hey,
said we could watch the fight.
for real? Come on.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you can get on where you
Let
mad
the
at.
tape roll.
No cap.
Oh, Twitter feed.
Oh no,
Yeah, view, right?
a fight's
I think
out.
if you're not
I'm gonna knock
logged
your
in. Oh, there it goes.
lights out.
Ooh.
Look, it's a gender reveal.
This why
squabbing
bitches
itself.
never get hurt in fights.
They really squabbling.
They not. They just holding hair, tapping the side of each
But
other's
I know that
heads.
hurt.
I like the sweatsuit.
A lot of blows to the dome. They look like they're about to. It's about to get freaky in there, huh?
Who's filming?
One of the other homegirls, I'm sure.
Of course she's filming.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I know some bitches who like really squabble up and don't
I
grab
see some
no
comments
hair.
that said one of their boyfriends was there. And like
This
he's
is
the guy
trash.
talking.
But I mean, they bitches. That's
Where's
usually what bitches
JT
do.
when you need her?
This nigga. Yeah, that one. I mean, I don't know what they're fighting over. We got to find out what they're fighting over, so I could, give a little more insight on how I feel about the situation. But hey, you got to get on where you mad at. I ain't mad at them bitches.
They like the type of girls that it's like it's on site. So they had a fight before this. I think it was a year or two ago. So they just squabble every time they see. I like that kind of shit. They
keep
get
the
it
same
cracking,
energy.
yes.
Every time I see a motherfucker, if it's up, nigga, it's up. I'm loving the energy. No cap.
Did y'all see that Tory Lanez has hired Suge Knights' lawyer?
That's wild. That's wild.
That's outlandish.
That's
I really want y'all
definitely
thoughts on
outlandish.
That's for sure outlandish.
What's y'all thoughts on this? Does this help him?
I don't know.
Looks bad.
Didn't Suge Knight just get like life?
I mean,
Fuck.
look,
That nigga need gunna lawyer.
Didn't that nigga just lose?
He need
No, but-
Man, like, why did you hire
He
him?
need Annalise Keating.
but peep game.
He need Johnny
He
Cochran.
need Johnny Depp lawyer or shit.
That nigga need Johnny Cochran.
Annalise Keating.
No, but is that the bad one?
That's the one from the show How to Deal with Murder.
Oh yeah.
She handled hers.
Yeah.
You
No.
stupid.
Hey, she handled hers though. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
He
like,
do DA.
think about how much shit Suge was getting wrapped up for, and how long it took him to finally
You're right.
get like some numbers.
You're right. He
So,
did lose though, but
He
you're right.
Eventually,
But he
with damning
definitely
evidence against
evaded
him.
for a long
Yeah.
time. But I mean,
up?
But I mean, hey, we gotta see what happens. Really, you can't just be like, yes, Earl, because hey, what? To be honest, I still don't think he gonna get crazy time. I don't. I don't think he gonna get crazy
No,
time.
he's not gonna
I don't
get.
think he's gonna get crazy time at all.
I'm
I don't even know. I'm questioning if he's gonna go to jail at all.
I'm thinking 5 years.
I think delayed sentence and
Suspended sentence?
suspended sentence, and like hella house arrest and a bunch of shit to do.
They can't do house arrest because they'll deport his ass.
I mean, that's possible, but I ain't gonna lie. I just can't see Tory Lanez getting 5 years. I don't know why. I just can't wrap my head around that. Like,
Well, if
I
you-
don't think it's gonna
I
happen.
don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think
for
it's
the charges that he got, it's between 5 to 20. You know what I mean? Like, but
Something telling me that it's gonna be some sort of like loophole in this
Something.
to where we're all going to literally be in shock.
And you know how many
Like-
rich ass niggas always somehow get these suspended sentences.
Yeah.
Rich niggas always get suspended sentences, bro. All the time. They'll go to jail. Nigga, it didn't Umfunk just got like a 10-year suspended sentence or some shit like that with the YSL case. Niggas with a bag get suspended sentences, bro. You don't see niggas with bags just sitting in the pen for too long.
he might.
This shit has been such a soap opera that I don't even see it ending.
Fact?
Like,
Fact.
this literally gonna be like an episode of Power.
If he does
I
get,
love Power.
Power's fire. If he
Power's
gets,
super fire.
do you like All American? You seem like
I
you,
do.
Yeah, you seem like you love that shit.
When I first posted my football, they were like, "Oh, you're okay, so you're not playing football for real. You all American guy." And I was like, "No, like, I'm actually playing." They're like, "You're joking." I'm like, "All right, big dog."
No, I thought he was joking
They was,
too.
they was calling
when
me
he
Spencer
posted the
James.
picture,
They was calling me Spencer James.
when he posted the picture,
Where's Coop?
bro,
Where's Coop?
I know
Where's
this nigga as a
Coop?
basketball player, so when I see him post the USC Trojan outfit, I literally DM him. I'm like, is that like a costume? I
Halloween.
DM'd him, was like, is that a
Halloween?
Halloween costume? Is you trolling?
October.
This nigga was on the team, but
Why they not taking you serious?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, "Hey, I was with my guys for real."
no cap. I
About
thought it was a
Spencer
costume.
James, you
on some
know,
real
I'm
shit.
like,
I thought it was a
man.
costume.
You're like Happy Gilmore. You like you
Okay.
feel me? You're supposed to be a hockey player, but you're good at golf. Like,
all right, what's the next topic, y'all?
Snoop Dogg,
Two hip hop producers arrested after LAPD.
Studio City.
So we was trying to figure out earlier. So it says I want to, because I was about to say what the article says, but I want to avoid us attaching crimes to rappers because they're affiliated with the people who doing the crime.
Is rappers affiliated? Where I'm trying to.
Yeah, scroll down. You gonna see somebody
Studio City.
right there.
oh, okay.
I feel that. All right.
You get what I'm
all
saying?
right.
So
Yeah, and
I
that's
wanna,
an open case.
Yeah.
You feel me? Most definitely, this is a pending case. I mean, yeah, I don't really want to do the pending cases. I'm not Flacco.
Yeah, we gonna skip that
Yeah,
one.
I'm not talking about no pending nothing. Nah. What else do we have? Go down. What we was talking about?
I can go over my tweets.
Oh,
Hey, what was the question you had for us?
Oh, what y'all buying y'all bitches for Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
bro. Do y'all know my occupation? What are we talking about? Like,
So I'm buying your bitches.
Look, I'm not. No, we might. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might go do something nice, but
Subway?
like.
I figured that would be like
We going to where she get to make her own food? Subway. No, nigga, make it special. Jersey Mike's.
See, that's what she said earlier.
Yeah,
She said,
But he
make
don't
it
even fuck with the
special.
bitch enough to take her to Jersey Mike's. He said Subway.
Nah, I don't. Look, to be honest, when you in the lifestyle I'm in, bro, every day is a holiday. So like,
I figure though that Valentine's Day would be particularly lucrative. I feel like you should run Valentine's Day lonely guy specials.
like I don't see. I can't see myself
tap in,
like
money ready.
it's Valentine's Day and we taking the day off. Like I can't really see that one.
You
on
gotta
my
go
schedule.
harder on
You
Valentine's
know
Day.
what I'm saying? A lot of lonely men out there
Lots
on
of
Valentine's
lonely
Day.
men
You know what I'm
on
saying?
Valentine's
Now,
Day.
but every
Also
day a
take
holiday.
advantage of the day before and the day after
Right,
Valentine's.
cause niggas with them side bitches, you feel me, and them little, you know what I'm saying? That's when they not with the man. You feel me? The day before and the day after. Yeah, you know, Gina was up here telling a story about that one day. But yeah, you feel me? I mean, I feel like it's just another day. Like, but I'm not just gonna act like I don't know. Like, I don't know. What niggas supposed to say? Like, I'm romantic. Like,
All right, so tell me this. Y'all got somebody that y'all splashing in right now. Are you expecting a gift from her?
I think I'm getting gifts every day. I think I'm getting gifts every day. Every 24 hours. We finna get some gifts. You feel me?
The gift
What
that
you
keeps on
doing,
giving.
Lil? What you doing,
I'm the
Al?
one in the corner. Shoot.
What you doing? What you doing on Valentine's Day with your girl?
Break it down.
Come on.
All right, so no
What's the
Subway.
scenes like?
So, see,
What's the L scenes on Valentine's Day?
See, I was gonna throw a viral party that day. A little like, you know,
It's about to be a lot of humping and grinding in there.
A Gerb Fest?
a little Jacquees action. Persian rug.
The
See?
king of R&B.
That's what I'm saying. Jacquees, some Chris Brown, but I'll probably, you know, I'll probably pull a steak dinner card probably if they
Okay.
make it to that point though. you
Right,
know?
they gotta
They
deserve.
gotta
the
make
steak
it to that
dinner,
point.
though.
If
they
not,
gotta be
if
worthy.
not, the max I'm going is Cane's.
I feel that.
not even-
bread. 12 piece. 12 piece of bread.
Cane had combo,
Not
no
even
coleslaw,
Pizza Hut.
extra
They sell the
toast.
Pizza Hut in a heart shape on Valentine's Day.
I don't.
L's not feeling that.
I'm not
To be
feeling
honest, Gina, as of now, that's probably what it's going to be for me, a heart-shaped pizza to the dome. You feel
By
me?
yourself.
By
That's
myself.
crazy.
However, I wish that there is somebody special.
If you meet somebody today,
That is.
y'all gonna treat them to Valentine's Day?
Yeah, that's wild.
If
That's
we make
too
it that
soon.
long, that's what I'm saying. It's too serious.
If
too.
Yeah.
the right young thickums slides
I
into
think it
a
depends on the
player's DMs,
situationship too. Situationship. I think it all depends on what we're talking
an
about.
entanglement.
Yeah, I think I think this depends on the situation.
I'll probably give her a hoodie. You know.
Free merch.
But those are rare.
I'll probably
Free merch.
that's
Those
what
are
I'm saying.
exclusive.
But are you
I'll
gonna
throw it-
put it in a Valentine's Day bag with tissue paper?
It be in a
to and
little
from?
regular, you know, wrap. No normal wrap. See through. You know what I'm saying? Bag.
Plastic air. The
Exactly.
regular.
Yo, what if you give like a super
The
nice
shopping bag.
a super what if you give like a super nicely wrapped like intricate gift and the bitch opens it up and it's just like a condom in there?
Basically.
Flowers.
That
flowers.
sound hard.
That'd be fire, right?
Gina said she would enjoy that one. I feel like
me, a
Lush gonna
woman.
hit the track for Valentine's
Handing
Day.
you a
No,
wrap
I'm not. I'm
condom?
not.
you not
I'm
hitting the
not.
track for
I'm not.
Valentine's
I'm
Day?
not. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do
Why
it.
it sound like he didn't did that one of these Valentine's days?
Not
in his
on
life?
Valentine's. I'm not gonna lie like I've never.
Hey, he said he didn't did his thing. I respect it and I commend
I've
it.
been on both sides of the game. You feel me?
Hey,
Like
whoa,
I done did the dark.
That's crazy.
No, not like that. Hold on, hold on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
hey, collecting and spending is crazy.
I've collected. Look, hey.
Collecting and spending is crazy.
So at the time, I was looking at it as market research.
He out here testing random product.
And then I
This is
kind of
crazy.
Then I kind of liked the research and was like, you know what, we could do this.
Outlandish once again.
With that being,
Niggas a T.
but I'm not chill. This ain't Halloween. This ain't Halloween. I'm not gonna lie and say it's never happened.
Hey, you gotta do your thing, my man. You gotta do your motherfucking thing. I am not knocking it whatsoever.
I'm not gonna lie and say I never visited Ling Ling at the little, rub shop.
At a little
You feel me?
massage
Like,
girl.
yeah.
That's right.
Happy ending?
What?
That's crazy. Them is real.
Bruh, within like a fucking 2 mile radius, you're probably gonna Anyways.
That's crazy. Maybe I'm just not hip. Maybe that's just some game I'm not hip to.
That sounds fire.
So if you see a massage parlor, let me tell you about how it works, right?
Here we go.
Any massage parlor that is in like a strip mall or whatever, and on like when it's upstairs. When they're downstairs and they're accessible by the street, it's probably not going down. But like sometimes like they'll be like next to a 7-Eleven and there won't be like a sign, or sometimes it's in the back of a nail shop, or sometimes, but the upstairs gerbs, that's where it's going down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You just put me up on some game.
So you letting everybody know to where they can go get a good
Happy endings with
ending.
that.
Buy you some, player.
That's crazy.
Buy you some.
Well, on that note, y'all, we can wrap this thing up.
That was fire. That
Snoop
felt
Dogg.
the condom in the
Snoop Dogg,
box.
Snoop
That
Dogg.
felt quick.
Absolutely.
Snoop Dogg, anything. Going once, twice.
This nigga funny as fuck.
I don't got nothing.
Nothing.
Now that I got me some Seagram's gin.
But tap in, go watch your fashions.
Yeah.
See y'all next week.
You already know what the fuck
We
going
about
on,
to
man.
Borrow Monday.
Shut this PR.
Yeah.